This is Jackie with thecuttingedgeculture.com. I'm here with the gentleman of the used. Welcome.
Hey there. Hello.
This is your first album since '09's Artwork. And reading online, there's been kind of some ups and downs with some labels and issues and kind of delaying the process. How has that affected your excitement for playing new material?
Not at all. These
songs, more excited.
Yeah, these songs, we've been working on this record for a really long time. We do a writing session, deal with the label, and then had another writing session and dealt with the label. But some of these songs are 2.5 years old, so it's really exciting to play, and the feedback's been great. It's a really positive record. I feel like everyone kind of needs that right now. In this day and age, middle ages are tough, man. People get beheaded all the time, and there's not enough cheese to go around.
Well said.
Wedges.
Well said.
Little
dragons.
Little lordlings.
The album's title, Vulnerable, does it symbolize a certain point in the band's kind of life, or what? Why did you choose that?
We're actually trying to put a positive spin on the word. I think people usually associate that word in a negative context, and vulnerable to us just really means living your life with an open heart and daring to go for your dreams no matter what the cost. That's vulnerable to us.
And the video for your first single, I Come Alive, kind of in the lyrics, I hear that positivity. And what was the purpose of the very jarring ending?
Of the music video?
Yes.
We love horror movies, and you know, we've always wanted to make a crazy, sick video. And with the record label saying no this whole time, we just wanted to do something that we felt like doing, and it was really fun for us to make. And it's really just about the power of youth and vulnerability, and really, you know, living your life to the fullest. Really, not about, you know, killing your dad or anything like that.
My personal take on it is it's this whole circle of hate thing that happens everywhere. Like when you put enough hate and anger into something, that thing puts the same amount of hate and anger, even more, back at you. To me, that's kind of my personal vision of it.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
Yeah, especially with the bullying, you see the boy being bullied, it makes him angry, so he
It
wants to
turns
take
him
it
into a
out.
bully, but then you can't blame, you know,
You
it's
can't
all,
blame him.
you can't blame anything in that, you know.
It's not a story lesson or something.
What's the benefit of making a music video now when they don't see very much TV airplay?
It's fun. We all love film, and we all love like the whole idea of putting a visual image to our songs. And people still are constantly all day on YouTube, so
YouTube is way more powerful right now than anything. More people are watching music videos on YouTube than probably they were on TV.
Yeah.
Because you can just push replay and replay. If you want to see it again, you don't got to wait for like 6 hours.
Hope they play it again sometime that day.
Yeah, and there's now, it's like it's expected, you know what I mean? It's like every video, every song, if you're looking up a song or you don't know an artist, you just, you go to YouTube, you know, to check it out. And, I mean, whether or not, you have just more opportunity to share videos with your audience. You know?
Do you think that there's a heavy influence of social media on your career now versus 5 years ago?
of course, yeah. It's the internet world we live in.
How do you manage that?
We're good buddies with the
President of the
internet.
I don't want to speed down.
He voted Vulnerable Best Record of 2012, the President of the Internet.
You can quote that. That's a quote.
So, do you have to like put aside time to reach out to fans, or do you just kind of when you've got a second, or do you make a point to talk to fans first?
Yeah, we try to stay involved as much as possible.
Yeah.
We do signings.
Twitters, the Instagram, the Facebooks.
It's really still more about a live show for us, and there's nothing like that experience, you know, no matter how much you sit on your internet and, you know, look up live shows and all that. There's nothing like being there and experiencing it firsthand.
We talked about the more positive. Was there a specific reason why you chose to have an album that is more positive? Was that an intentional thing, or it was just something that kind of happened?
Definitely intentional.
Yeah.
Artwork was, I was trying to kind of therapeutically deal with everything that I hated about myself and my life, and I kind of just was sick of that negativity and sick of being sick of myself.
It's kind of the beginning of artwork. Really, to me, is the beginning of Vulnerable. The beginning of the end, at the beginning of Vulnerable.
You mentioned that fans have been really receptive to the new album. What's up next for the band after this tour?
This tour we go straight to Warped Tour, and we're gonna do a little fun on that, and then we're gonna do some stuff overseas and be out of the country for a bit, and then in the fall we're gonna come back for a full U.S. headlining tour.
What's the benefit of doing a festival like Warped versus doing club tours like this?
Probably inform more people, other people that might not know who you are, or forgot about you, or are stupid.
Clubs are still my favorite, but sometimes it's fun. It's good to get different fans seeing your band because they're looking for all the other bands too, you know. So it's definitely different people.
Yeah, when you play like a festival, it seems like you kind of got to make an impression, and I think that when you're playing live in a headline situation, you can kind of relax and go through your catalog and play songs you might not play in a half an hour, 45-minute set. You can play fan favorites and things like that.
We also really enjoy and love not having a dressing room and taking a shit in a porta potty that's hot as fuck.
So that's the funnest part.
Sounds like a blast.
Not showering for weeks.
Yeah, we really enjoy that kind of thing. Especially being older and we're not 19 anymore, and so for us it's really what we dream of.
It's like
It feels
camping
so
for
good.
adults with a bunch of kids.
Hot, sweaty shit in a stinky porta potty. It's great.
And then taking a picture with the owner
Owner of the porta potty.
executive of the concert circuit, and making him a lot of money. It feels great.
Our website merges entertainment and social causes and charities. Are there any charities that you guys are involved in or think that it's important?
Yeah, I think that almost all charities are important, personally.
I think it's tough though because there's so many charities that they say they help but they don't help. You know what I mean? They give all that money. It's like that whole ladder thing. You know what I mean? The very
It's all a
top pyramid.
conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. It's true.
Yeah.
At the very top pyramid, you know what I mean? They give all the money to all the workers, and the guy that makes six-figure income that works at the top of the chain gets all the money, and then the leftover money goes to help out people. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard who you trust in that kind of situation. Like you fly out there yourself.
Yeah.
I mean that's really.
We've been involved in some charities though that have been great. Like I think that with Hopeless Records, they do a lot of charity work too. Bert's more familiar with that actually. I think Bert and the owner Lewis, he's really a charitable guy.
Yeah, we've talked about doing a lot of stuff for underage drinkers and kids who really love doing drugs and stuff. We're gonna try to get them a lot of drugs to do, and underage drinking, driving.
It's expensive.
We're going to supply the cars for the underage driving.
No, we really like the idea of having a world where everyone's free to love who they want, and that's serious. Like I really think that that's important. And also, Hopeless does this thing where for kids who are broke and don't have any money, they can go to this place and get music lessons. So that's pretty cool.